So even though last week we teased a different video, Katie and I this weekend saw Captain America Civil War, and we really want to talk about it. Mm-hmm. So we're drinking Japanese apple tea for reasons.
It's delicious. That's all. We loved so many things about this movie.
We really, really did. I mean, it gets the little moments so right.
Well.
So right.
Yeah.
Up front, we're straight up going to spoil this movie.
Spoiler alert.
This whole video. So, yeah. Favorite moments included taking Cap's best speech ever in the comics and giving it to Peggy Carter.
Posthumously, but still,
her words now. Her words.
Oh my God.
No, you move is Peggy Carter.
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is, my girl Peg. I am a huge Bucky Nat shipper, so the moment when Nat is like, "What? Come on, you don't recognize me?" Later, I remembered in my little shipper heart that, like, yes, they did fight together in Winter Soldier several times, but in my heart of hearts, we know they met in the Red Room.
Natasha knew that he'd been brainwashed.
Oh, yeah.
And now she knows he's been unbrainwashed because he remembers Cap. So she's like probably
like,
a little hurt that he remembers Cap, but not her. I love the budding frenemy status that's happening between Sam and Bucky. It's really perfect. Yeah.
After the Sharon kiss, those two idiots in that tiny
same
car.
Face.
Oh my God, that just like, yeah, bro, you did it.
I also ship Wanda and Vision. And so there was a ton of that for me. Like, I was just so happy because the two of them are so good.
What is it about this series that's bringing the het out in me? I don't even know, but it is.
I'm a native DC. I grew up reading Superman and Batman, and actually my first real love in comics was Robin. I want to shake people at DC who think that they can't make Robin work in a movie, because we had a relationship in this movie between Tony Stark and Peter Parker that's straight up Batman and Robin. That was Batman and Robin, and it was on the movie screen, and it worked.
They even have similar fighting styles to those two characters.
Like, they quip, like, the little, like, quips from Spider-Man, which are native to Spider-Man, too, but, like, I just have Robin feels. I can't help it. Some people feel that way about Spider-Man, and for them, I'm quite happy that they got the Spider-Man of their dreams. That was the Robin of my dreams. So the little things we really, really love. Like, all the little things. It's solid. The main plot,
Marvel has been doing this with their big titles. They've tweaked them from the comics. So I appreciated that this tweak was away from superhero registration, which has been really played out in the X universe, and, you know, they don't have the kind of mutants and humans thing yet. But, so I appreciated that. However,
my feeling was that this idea of collateral damage, this idea that when you are fighting the good fight, good people are going to die who didn't sign up for the fight, that we as a people, maybe just we as a nation, because I don't know about other countries, but in America we have Good Samaritan laws that say that if you're trying to save someone's life and they die or other people die, but you're trying to help the situation and you're qualified, you can't be held responsible for those deaths because trying is always better than not trying. I feel like we've solved that.
yeah.
And to make that the central conflict of the movie, I don't know, I was just sort of bewildered the whole time. I saw what happened in Nigeria, and no part of me thought to blame Scarlet Witch. That, like, those deaths are on Rumlow's hands.
Yeah.
100%. He killed those people. He pressed the detonator, he blew himself up, and he took people with him. And she tried to save people and was unsuccessful. That happens. And I can understand her blaming herself, but other people blaming her felt really weird to me. I really wanted Vision to come in and say, "No, Wanda, that's not your fault. He pulled the trigger."
Yeah.
Instead, he said, "No, it's my fault," which was totally weird. We can just forever drop the idea that superheroes are morally responsible for their collateral damage. They should always care. If they stop caring, then we stop liking them.
When we do get Secretary of State William Hurt And he's showing us these images. Maybe this is a very American perspective, but I think it is an international one at this point. There's so many massive, horrific things that happen in our world, and I think it's part of the way the human brain is wired to kind of dissociate a little bit when we see something on that scale. That, in that sequence, it lacked teeth for me. What I wanted was a real emotional gut punch at each one of those. It means taking it down to the kernel of what's the conflict, what's the emotional character-based conflict in this, and not this like huge image dust rolling back of a crumbled building. I think where we're getting to here is that these issues are intriguing, but they're very poorly articulated within the film.
But we really did we enjoyed the movie. We're
Those fan moments really did make it for me.
It's important to say that because fan moments get accused a lot of time as being pandering, as being like not substantive.
Look, like movies are emotional. We go to films for an emotional experience, and for me, in this film, those fan moments are the emotional core of this film. These intellectual arguments that we're talking about now are not strong enough to be the emotional core of this film. Mm-hmm. So, Reed elects apply with an army, ladies of Captain America 3 Civil War. Fortunately, there are only 3 women in this film. Another issue I have.
Well, yeah.
Always, forever.
We love all those ladies, so we're really happy that they exist.
Okay.
So we unanimously among the two of us,
oh my god,
decided to give Sharon Carter the army.
Well, yes.
That was the easy decision. The rest of it is real hard.
She's a soldier. She's a commander. And then we grappled with this.
So we're gonna
elect
democratic power to Wanda. We
Even
also feel like she could use the desk job.
Yeah, but she could even be president of the Avengers potluck. Which means we get to read Black Widow's secret spy thriller series.
We think
about it.
She writes her adventures up into serialized
with a pen name
novels with a pen name.
How amazing would that be? It's a way she can like alleviate the guilt. Mm-hmm. She can
tell the truth.
Talk about the badassness. Yep. Maybe work through some feelings, but
mostly entertain the hell out of all of us because she doesn't have a movie yet. Cheers.